Y'all remember this from The Guardian last week? Look what the Daily Mail just put out. I was looking for something and stumbled upon this, and God, I wish I hadn't. I don't even know where to begin. Okay, I do. This is an interesting rebuttal to the history of several hundred years of kings and queens in Britain participating in the slave trade. But also, I know you all know this, having a family member that was an abolitionist does not absolve thee of racism. Marrying into a black family as a white person, having mixed race children, does not absolve you of racism. In fact, I'd say you probably have even more work to do to ensure that you do not do harm to your family and children, because there's a lot as white people that we just don't know and we will never fully understand. Racism is structural. We're all participating in it, or we're working to dismantle it. Here's a line from the article. Although Harry and Meghan have been accused of inferring racism in the royal family, have been accused of inferring racism. There are what is the sentence? Okay, continuing. Our future queen has an ancestor who nobly fought the battle to free slaves in America. What does that have to do with racism in the royal family and past royals participating in the slave trade and profiting off of it? It has nothing to do with it. But also, and no offense to Princess Catherine, she doesn't have anything to do with this ancestor. I haven't looked into this ancestor named Harriet, but apparently she became known as, quote, the greatest American abolitionist. Ew, I thought you weren't into Americans. Anyway. But this also continues the trend of giving white people all the credit for abolishing slavery, as if they just woke up one day and were like, you know what, owning people is wrong. Again, I have not looked into any of this, but according to the Daily Mail, it was her lobbying of U.S. Presidents James Madison and Andrew Jackson that ultimately set in motion Abraham Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation. Do y'all know much about Andrew Jackson? Let me tell you. Oh, this part is gross. Okay, hold on. It continues on to say, the declaration that freed the Duchess of Sussex's great-great-great-great-grandfather, Stephen Ragland, from servitude. What are you implying here? This feels really icky. I mean, if white savior complex was a tabloid article, this is too much for Friday.